The records are right in the cabinet.
Oh, is it okay with you, sir?
Sure, kids. Go ahead.
Well, thank you.
Pick something groovy, Alex.
Faraway dreams, mysteries, other worlds, other life.
the unexplainable. That is why you are here. And now, for the first time, we are bringing to you the full story of what happened on that fateful day. The incidents, the places. My friend, we cannot keep this a secret any longer. Can your heart stand the shocking facts about grave robbers from outer space?
Charge now, Lieutenant.
Yeah, yes I am. No, yes sir. Back up the car and get on the radio. Tell the coroner he's got to make another trip out here.
We once laughed at the horseless carriage.
Okay, is this all going to work? I have no clue. I honestly don't care. Everything could be broken. I had it again where I swapped over the capture card and that disconnected my mic. Camera, everything had to shut it all down, reselect it from inside. So I don't really know. Hi, Chance. How are you doing? And congrats on getting first. The bot wasn't up, so this is going to be fun. It means whoever gets second's going to get first, and whoever gets third's going to get the second TTS message, which is going to be an entire hot nonsense. Hang on, I also just have to set up one thing for the...
Impossibles is first in the stream.
Perfect. Case in point, welcome in, Ace, and congrats on getting second. Things have been messed up, so yeah.
Broslock is second in the stream. The coveted third is still out there.
Third is not, but it might be. And congrats to Broslock on third. Alright, which one of these is going to be correct? Oh, shoot, I actually got that right first try. I was trying to set up the screen capture thing because that actually matters a lot for this game. Club messed up. Well, you're in the right place because this is going to be very... Can I even hear it? Oh, I can. It's just very slight. Well, there's something with the OBS pass through that, like, it's supposed to be I hear the game volume at the same at the same loudness that you guys do, but it does... Wait a second. This is going to also not work well, but I have an idea. If everything's quiet for me, the problem isn't the thing making the noise. It's my computer not making enough noise. So let's crank that up to 100. This is going to completely blow out my ears at some point, but you know what? That's why we have 2 of them. 6 months of 6 months of no sugar? Yeah, you have definitely earned an ice cream. Go enjoy that. Can you believe the first suggestion for Bloodshot Eye is rest? There we go. I can actually hear shit. Also, we are not actually on this mission. I was just going back through finding like Intel Gold and other stuff to get more upgrades. So, yeah. Surely that means rest. Yeah, just rest the eye. Just wink the whole time. Get an eye patch. That'll be fun. You'll look dashing. Yes, I can actually hear. This is just going to completely screw over when I forget that I have my computer audio up to 105% every day. Hell yeah. Oh wait, does that mean that it's too loud for everyone? Yeah, that peak. If I remember right, I have to put it kind of loud. It was a sniper rifle. It's probably fine. Return to safe house. Yeah, that seems better. I know if it's too quiet or anything. Ooh, right in the... So surprisingly, I'm 98 good health from a... Nice! And, like, also makes perfect sense that it's a well-known fact that the last 2%... Oh, that's a grenade. Oops. The last 2% of any given thing's the hardest. That's why they leave it in the milk. Yeah, I think Ace said the consensus is clear. You need... Eye patch is the way to go. It's the future. Are you the guy
Agent Bleskowitz.
Yep.
I only ask you to rescue our brethren, not destroy the entire Nazi
Not
base.
to destroy the entire Nazi base.
But you did
Look,
succeed.
you asked BJ to do something. It's not going to end simply. New haircut serves. New haircut basically serves an eye patch.
I'd like for you
Yeah,
to
maybe.
investigate.
I
I've
could-
marked your map with its
I could do it.
Try not to destroy it.
Try not to destroy it. Yeah, what if? Ooh, one thing I wanted.
The best of luck on your mission.
I'll try. Yes! Yes, I become green without having to manually trigger it. Hell yeah. Volume seems good. Ah, that's good to hear. Alright. Oh, I should also definitely check the black market, because there's one more upgrade for the Car 98 that is the oversized damage like it's oversized bore, which, like most things that increase damage on firearms, it's completely nonsense. Like, the ability to pierce and cause, for lack of a better word, damage with any firearms comes entirely from the bullet. Like, anything that you can do... Ooh, hey! Pick that up. Like, anything that you can do to the gun itself, aside from muzzle length and rifling, but even then, that's pretty minor, is not going to have, like, any noticeable full effect on bullet damage. But they need some way mechanically... Ooh, hey, intel. To up it, so that still had... Ooh. Yes, you do need to show me the floof, because I know you were talking about, like, what type of haircut you wanted, and also how every hairstylist near you knew how to do, like, one thing poorly. So I am hoping that it managed to go well, and you actually got them to do it, because that would be great. Oh, yeah. No, before the stream, I while I was working on breaking absolutely everything. Yeah. Screw you. This is a tangent on a tangent, but I've also been playing a lot of Hell Let Loose, a like immersive World War II simulator where if you've ever heard a description of war of it's 98% brain-destroying boredom followed by 2% of absolute panic, that perfectly describes this game. It's like you're... Oh, shoot! Good news, particle cannon ammo. Bad news, everyone else caught in this impending blast. Oh yeah, Hell Let Loose is absolutely brutal, but if you're able to, if you have a friend that you can sit in a voice call with, also I absolutely love that as you go on this game, there's more open resistance on the street as you deal harsher and harsher blows to the Nazi war machine. But like, so it's me and my brother who plays, and he has a setup that for whatever reason he has extremely fast fast load times, so we can get into a locked recon squad, which for anyone who doesn't know, there's like, you can be infantry, which is like rifleman, assault class with an SMG, support that does a bunch of logistics stuff. Hello. Goodbye. Also has a flamethrower. Unless you're the Russians, then they have a Molotov cocktail, which I find hilarious. Medic, all that stuff. Then there's armor, which is tanks, as you'd expect. And then there's recon, which only 2 people per squad, a spotter and a sniper. I always get sniper because I can never load in fast enough. But it's fun to play recon, and we are good at it. Like, at one point, we almost got kicked from a server because we were doing too good of a job, and we're told, like, hey, we know we told you guys to go harass enemy artillery and make it so they can't shell our guys, but you're doing too good a job, and they've lost too much. Could you, like, go anywhere else, please and thank you? Which is hilarious. But, oh, right. But the funny thing with that is that because it's an immersive sim, they're doing, like, they do all of the guns and weapons, tanks, everything as accurately as they can. Like, last time I played, I had noted that, hey, this game's actually weird when you think about it, because all the battlefields are like reconstructed from post World War II, like IRL photographs. So buildings are and craters are destroyed as you'd expect. And I know, like, hey, it's actually kind of weird because we didn't do any of this destruction, but we're still fighting in it. But anyway, one of the funny things that I've found is that in the animation for, like, reloading a bazooka in that game, it involves actually running a cord from the warhead to the trigger mechanism. And like, oh yeah, that makes sense for how... Wait, oh, I thought that was intel. I thought there was intel as bathroom literature. Oh yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense for how you actually arm and operate one of these things. And then you get games like this where the reload animation on like the German equivalent of that weapon is just... Hello. Absolutely full send a rocket down the tube, and yep, that's it. That's good. This is ready to go. Wait, what the heck is... Ah. Hey, I'm looting here. Wait your turn. Oh, no, that's the book on the other side. Let's see. Do I have all the stuff in here? No, 4 more things of gold, but all the other useful things are here. Love that for me. I went for partially, so Oh, nice. You know, on one hand, I can getting. On one hand, it sucks that they weren't quite able to get what you wanted, but the fact that they got close enough that you can make like an improvement in your own style, also really good. Ooh. I think this is my favorite feature in this game. Like, there's no reason to pick up any of these melee weapons because they honestly just suck. Like, in most cases, you're better taking whatever basic SMG you have and blasting the Scottish wind. Hey, sometimes the Scottish wind just knows what it's about. You just gotta trust the elements. Make it a natural style. It's the hair equivalent of lived in. Wait. Above? Oh, there's a locked door. Nice. But like this, there's no actual like good reason to pick up a melee weapon other than two things. One, it's funny. Two, wait, why is it? Did I not pick something up here? Oh! There it is. Wait, let me send you a video. It has no video views. Ah. Keep on. My Leben. Welcome in, Mecca, and I hope you enjoyed the delayed haddock of Buenos Aires for your fish pun. But yeah, no, there's like no reason to take this thing other than it's funny to use, and this game is just, at its core, mostly focused on wanton violence for no reason. Nice. I'll probably end up watching it after the stream because shooter brain goes purr. I drained 16 ounces of Red Bull before this stream, so I am wired and concerningly focused. Mostly just focused, which is odd. Oh yeah, also between this stream and the last, I grabbed some more upgrades for everything. I think I've fully upgraded like the basic weapons, the MP40 and the 43, as well as got some ability upgrades, which aren't anything major. It's literally just stuff like you can see enemies through walls, useless because we don't have the last power up, or you do a little bit more. Did you enjoy it? Hell yeah. Oh, sorry, ma'am. I almost shot you. That was the wrong way. It's like, okay. Oh yeah, if there's no audio. I see what you mean by Scotland made it its own hairstyle. I can see the fucking hell. Baby. Hell yeah. Where am I going now? Is this just... Oh, I can just leave now. Love that for me.
Since the codebook I stole from the warehouse is useless without the decoder, I had to go to a general's home looking for it. As expected, the house was heavily guarded, but I managed to fight my way through.
I love that.
Ultimately, the mission was a success.
Technically,
the decoder's on its way to the Kreisau Circle safe house.
Ooh, I think Inner Brilliance is the one that I need. That it just increases how much energy I have. It's just my default mood. Yeah, I suppose you get used to it after a while. Like, there's only so much... Oh, shoot. Not snorks. I don't know what to call these things, because they remind me of an enemy from the Stalker games that are just... Well, they look like that, but they have, like, a gas mask. Snorks is a good word. I think more games really need to call their... Oh. Hello.
You must be Blazkowicz.
Like, they just have to embrace calling their enemies some of the silliest things. Because I'm sure you can make some name for, like, the not snorks that sounds intimidating, like failed experiment or corrupted whatever. But also, snork.
I still haven't worked
Wait.
out what your mission is here.
Where's it? This was Black Market, right? You.
What do you need?
Right. So, oh yeah, I also got the drum mag. Improved rifling. That might be nice. The big bore. Because now that Nazi just does a raging demon, not see enough refresh stuck moment to see that. Yeah, the problem is with this specific game. Ooh, yes, I'll take a drum mag on all this. Panzer Shrek, I don't get enough of. That one I have enough. Veil, Inner Brilliance, yes, because that's more energy pooled. But this is definitely a Gestapo game. Oh, Shearing Crystal. Obliterates nearby foes. Fun. Like, this is one of the games that focuses a lot more on the supernatural BS. And, yeah, you kind of have to deal with... with Nazi priests. Or at least that's why I call them. I don't know or care what the official name of them is, but we have mages. They are annoying, and I cannot wait to get the power, strength, piercing, whatever. There's one power-up that very explicitly pierces through enemies' shields. This is why I wanted. Oh shoot! Why are you here? Come on. And now, because we have more ammo for it, we can just melt people. But yeah, hopefully my internet fixes itself before this ends. No worries about that. Like if you have to raid and run, or not raid and run, but if you can't make it just because of internet problems, it happens. I understand, and by all means, save your data. I hate that these things have energy balls. And that's almost gone. You know, we can just hose them. There we go. Nope. I know exactly what these things are because every game will have some form of super soldier. But actually no, I can't really complain. They have a good mix of, they're first of all somewhat high risk, high reward in the sense that if you can beat them, you get ammo for a gun that just literally one shots like everyone and everything. So that's first of all nice. Killed them. And the other thing is that they're not that rare, and you can fight them in a way that makes fun use of their powers. Because, like, one of the most annoying things in a game like this where you have... Wait. Is there nothing up here? Well, I guess I'm not down there, but... Gold! Ow! But one of the most annoying things of a game like this, or like this type of game, I always think of them mentally as Bioshock likes, in the sense that you have regular gunplay that is more or less... Why am I failing at this ladder? But it's more or less everything you need to get through the game. You can go through the entirety of it with just your basic weapons. You don't need to use any of the nonsense powers. You can, but it's not a requirement. Like, there might be 1 or 2 puzzles that are made easy for it, but they don't. But they expect you not to necessarily have a massive investment in all that, which also often leads to them, to these types of games, just having it where the powers can feel a little underutilized. Like, yes, there's a couple cool exploits or things you can do, or if you know what you're doing, you can break the game in half. But whenever there's a open world or like a free roam sort of thing, it's just, well, what do I do with this? I don't know. So sad that I don't get. Oh. Yeah, I know. It sucks that the really sucks that your phone ended up dying, and the only thing I can suggest is a really long aux cord to plug into headphones. Partially because with the 50 feet I have, I unspooled a little bit more, and I can get absolutely anywhere I want to without having to remove my headphones. But I also hope that there's like some sort of solution. Oh, white screen of death. God damn it. That annoys me so much, because like absolutely every type of tech place will have, like every type of tech nowadays will have something like, oh yeah, in order to fix this, you have to bring it into a specialist shop or send it in somewhere where we charge through the nose for a repair that at that point you may as well think about upgrading it to a new phone, which is exactly the point, because if you can figure out the manuals that are insane required tech specs, because all phones, laptops, and everything nowadays are designed to be impossible to repair. When even with all that in, if you know how to do it and have like this right tools, which they definitely make it hard to get that information to have wireless can't. Right? Yeah. And it's probably just, and even for health, because I always like turn even when I try to fall asleep with like music or something, I always try to leave it at a point where I'm just really sleepy by all of it, and then I turn everything off, because it's probably better for long-term health of all electronics to turn them off overnight or something. And especially with high heat, because that heat will damage things. Wait. What? Up there? Yeah, they're wanting to charge 200. Can't even afford an upgrade, just a downgrade. And the only thing is, because all phones and everything are so. Okay, where am I actually going? Oh, I have. Okay, hospital. I'll get this side quest after the hospital, because I'm not entirely sure. Yep, you have to get your 3 basic elements in Bioshock. Well, not even the 3 basic elements. Like, I'm pretty sure you can just do it with your whatever regular guns you have. Like, you don't even need to go into it all. Plus, you don't want to sleep. Yeah, that's the other thing. I always use headphones when in bed, because it's not quite as comfortable, but I don't have the problem of shoving something in my ear all through the night. Okay, I'm close. If I can get to the other side. I see. And yep. In here. Perfect. But yeah, like, I don't want to fall asleep with stuff in my ears, because I'll just forget about it, and that'll cause long-term damage. More than I'm already incurring by listening to stuff like literally 24/7.
Please, several of my brethren have been taken for interrogation.
Yep.
They aren't warriors of blood, as they need your help. You can find the captain for some of them.
Oh, sweet. Like, the biggest danger for repairing phones is peeling it apart. Because, like, at least laptops have screws and the like that are easier to deal with. A real quick side note. Oh, no, yeah, I saw that you were talking about the new 7-iron. Legit really liked it. Didn't like the grip. Yeah, that... And, like, the grip's one of the most important parts for a golf club. So that... I mean, hey, hopefully it's a fun little project to take it apart. But, oh, shoot, those things are angry. Take it apart and re-grip it. Because if it feels weird, then, yeah, there's not much you can do other than peel it all off and try something that'll hopefully feel better. Wait, is it?
Guten Tag, Agent Blazkowicz.
Yeah, like phone... Because I've seen a couple phones that are custom made to be like right to repair, that they're designed to be easy to get into. Like, they have more explicit screws. They don't solder it all together, or however they piece together a phone. And it's just because I've seen a couple videos of, like, this guy who breaks into the Apple products, figures out, okay, this is what the manual is saying, this is the information that they desperately try to hide from us. I figured out how to crack it open, and the tech manuals, how to replace it all. And it goes from like a $1,500 repair on like a MacBook keyboard to $50. I know, it's so weird. I remember I had to take apart my own laptop.
Please understand, I do not.
I don't know who this guy is, but I already hate him.
But you must.
And it's just...
I will do whatever is necessary to find out what the.
I remember sorting out my younger brother's gaming laptop, but the cooling paste would melt off every week. I had to take it so often. It's a lot easier the first time you break it open and void the warranty. That's the other thing. If you repair it yourself, you void the warranty, which is so fucking...
And then you will beg for death.
Reporting is ordered.
You captured the additional Golden Dawn agents of the club.
I really hope that there's some movement to force a right to repair, because the other thing is planned obsolescence. Because if it's an old enough device, a lot of things like battery capacity issues, some things in software, oh, you've already gotten me on the right to repair. You can pop off on right to repair. We are ranting and angry about this. Fuck you, fuck John Deere so much. It does. I'm only saying this because this was at my last job, but I used to work at a place that made engines for John Deere, and they were the most annoying customer. They had to do everything custom, everything that's like, yeah, we have a system for this. No, we want you to do everything differently internally. And they were such a pain to work with because they were our biggest customer, so we had to do things special for them, which always meant more work for me and going between a whole bunch of people, because of course everything that they did went from, like, had people all the way at the top dealing with it too. So John Deere is such a pain. But also the whole thing of that you have to, like, have special software packages and the like to repair their tractors is such bullshit. Like, you can't just wrench on it like an old car, or like a car, even if you have that capability, just because they want you to go through the actual dealership. And the worst thing is they have the absolute gall to be surprised when someone's like, yeah, no, I don't care about my warranty. I don't have the money to do it anyway. I'm going to jailbreak this shit. Fuck them. Something relaxing about... Yeah, there's something really nice about, like, just doing a teardown or taking something apart, figuring out how it works. because I actually had to do something similar with the GameCube controller I use for streams. Like, when I got it, it was given to me partially because, like, my brother at the time had all of our Wii and GameCube stuff. He was like, yeah, that one doesn't work. You can just keep it. So I took it apart, took a look at all the sensors, switches, and I was just poking around to see what I had to order. Put it back together, and I think I unkinked a wire that was causing problems with the C-stick, and then it just worked. Oh, funny story. PS5 controller is real bad Tokyo Drift on left stick. Me and a friend were playing Elden Ring earlier, and I was like, better be letting Yuki out. And then Vader happened, tried to attack me because the controller was on the floor. My character was constantly moving left and heavy hitting. That is so embarrassing for the invader of dying to someone not there. But also, that is my new strategy for if I ever play a Souls-like where I don't have the ability to turn invasions off. I'm just going to slowly move to the right and heavy attack. That's my strategy in Bloodborne for the Blood-Starved Beast. That's a legitimate strat. Nice. Like, the spirit of Chad is watching over you. Specifically from the cliff they probably threw you off of. Controller Chad's about to get in competitive PvP. I can think of nothing that would make the Dark Souls community angrier than having all of their massive meta builds perfectly countered by just moving slightly to the left and attacking slowly. Okay. Oh, I somehow fully recharged without noticing it. There's that hole. Oh! There's a veil inhibitor back there. That's why I can't do anything. Like, why am I running out of energy? Chad's... The fact that Chad has gone from a joke during Dragon's Dogma to just a full-ass thing of being eternal, it's so funny to me. All these cabinets say, oh, gold. I got a video where the fish chooses stocks to... Yes! Oh, I love that. Have you ever seen the one for, I thought that was a dude, not just like a recharge spot. But it was, someone was doing like, Twitch plays Pokemon Red. And the whole thing was, or not Twitch plays, but they had set up a fish to be able to play it by going into various areas of the tank that would decide what the move was. And somehow the fish did some credit card fraud because they managed to enter a button combination that closed the game, opened a web browser, and opened a page to Amazon and revealed the dude's credit card information. Because the guy was just AFK. Guy wasn't there. Then the fish had free reign. It's like, what's the worst that could happen?
I know you're here, American.
Did I come up from... Okay, I think it came up from there, so I want a different floor hole to... Oh! Right, full. Japanese... I don't remember anything more specific than dude got doxxed by a fish. So probably. No, I saw a video where chat chooses stocks to invest in via poll versus actual stock invest. Because they checked in a year later and Twitch won by $10. Ah, that reminds me of like... There's like someone did some hardcore statistical analysis and found that No, actually, there's a point to that. Playing the stock market of picking short-term stocks versus... Why did I need to get in here? Like... Oh! Oh, the board. This is the interrogation room from the cutscene. But, like, on large statistical analyses, it does, at worst, about the same as making like educated guesses based off of facts and logic when picking stocks. So I would trust fish investments. I'd doubly trust an octopus investor. They know what's up. Oh. Wait, is this the one where there's like... Wait, I just realized the phrase, is this the one where there's a whole lot more bullshit underneath the facility? Is like 95% of all these maps. There's always tunnels. I think that fish had personal vendetta against the person. I am waiting for the fish's twit longer, but unfortunately I think they have been unjustly silenced by the streamer. One day they will be brought to justice for fish crimes. One day. Regular ovens. I think that's a dumpster. But that's what it was. I was thinking that there's something like that, like the sea life picking, picking it.
3 Golden Dawn agents have been taken prisoner by
But
the
it's
SS for
the
interrogation.
Octopus World Cup.
And I was asked to free them.
Predictions. That's the one that, like, the octopus actually does better than paid sports analysis. Wuthering Waves. I saw you tweet about that. I have not seen the game. Wait, my face is on the channel. I can look it up right now. Wuthering Waves. Free to play. Hard maybe. The thing with me and gotchas is that more often than not, I'll find some reason to play about or to complain about it, and if Chance is still in here, she knows how much effort it takes for me to actually reliably play Genshin Impact, because there's like a type of game where if for some reason, if any game asks me to do daily quests, I will, out of principle, I'll find a reason not to. And basically a Genshin copy, not Mihoyo made, that apparently requires actual skill. Okay, that's a good thing in the right direction, because I remember Genshin, there was a lot of dexterity was switching through characters to pop off various skills. Like, I honestly think that what's the one, the Star Rail, that one being turn-based did a big favor for combat. They made it so it's a little bit slower, it's a little bit more accessible, and you can also see all of your characters at once. But yeah, I was about it because you know the Genshin, I saw the trailer, and you'll have fans. Oh, yeah, fans covering a trailer song, or like having some fan investment and saying like, hey, here's. Wait, where am I going now? What's the objective? Meet your contact, and then optional. Like anything that involves fan.
Agent Blazkowicz, if the Nazis are holding Golden Dawn members
A
at the
fan
abandoned
investment.
Carmel,
Like that's
it's
just a
only
really
matter of
good
time
way
before
to
they're
get
put to death. Please.
you
We're not
sickly
soldiers like you.
how's
Can
Nick?
you rescue our brethren before it's too late?
Like it's definitely a good thing in the. It's a big positive for them that they care about the fan base, and hopefully that translates to like better gacha luck and less questionable systems. But I do agree that is definitely definitely a big plus and a lot, and very worth checking out. Maybe I will. We'll see how long the my Hades obsession goes on, because I saw a bunch of people playing 2, and I realized I never technically beat 1, but I also don't remember what happened, because last time I played it, I was literally sick in bed in a hotel room during COVID with COVID. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to start a new game. So far, I've done like 20 runs. I got to Elysium second time, or the third run of the new file. Died to the boss. It's pretty quick, but I'll take it. Also, hell yeah, Sickly. Glad to hear you're wiggling. I hope you're having a good time. You can always stream and to you for a bit. Oh yeah, that would be an option. Of course, if it's free, may as well play it. Free is always a good price. Crystal Harm needs 16 tomes. Yeah. Shield. Okay, cranking up the volume really does help, because it's been a hot second since I've last been surprised by by that. Oh, good, it works for everyone. God. Oh god, the Panzerschreck upgrades are so stupid. First, lightweight build removes the blast shield, which is there to keep you from getting fried by the rockets. High explosives, that one's fine. Ammo pouch, fine. The big thing with high explosive and stabilized rockets is that should make them all more expensive and more sophisticated. But the dumbest is the magazine, which somehow doesn't cook off everything else. Feel better? Hell yeah, that is good to know. Don't have my heart monitor leached onto me for the sake of tonight. That would be fun. So, what's with this odd spike in the reading right here? Bread. Care to elaborate? Yes. Bread! Wait, what? I don't know what mission this is, but... Oh, paranormal base. That sounds concerning. Cannot regain Vel energy from a pool while you're using it. That is a lie. You totally can. It's just that most of them drain faster than it regenerates. Because you can, and I have used shield. Or not shield, just this basic sight. Multiple times. There was a hostage down there. Oh good, there still is. That shouldn't have worked. Dude, I genuinely been asking my doctor about certain spikes and noticed they're altering streaming hours. I love that that's a thing. I love that, because I've seen that and said that as a joke multiple times of if I had a heartbeat monitor right here, it would show a very odd behavior. And I love that that's truth. Reminds me of, what in the hells were you thinking, jump scared? Ah, there's a priest. And a whole lot, but, well, it's been con about this every time, but, wait. Oh, sweet. The, elite SS guard from Return to Castle Wolfenstein's in this game. Oh shit, the elite guard from Castle Wolfenstein's in this game. Those things suck to fight against. Ooh, money. Hey, I'm looting here. Yeah, I feel like half of the fun, and I think that it all used to be louder for me before like a random OBS. Holy shit, I fried them. Like, change something, but I absolutely... Ooh! Thanks for banning them. I'd explain chat being annoying, a little shite. My doctor starts be scratching like, oh, you know, walks. You know, as it happens. Man, it's been a while since had one of those bots in here. Which, oddly enough, it's one of those things I remember when I first started stream, like, oh sweet, I have annoying self-promotion bots. I feel like I've made it far enough that they see me as a valuable mark right now. They think I'm big enough to be scammed. And oddly enough, it's just like, oh good, the algorithm and everything's working as intended if I'm being harassed by them. Took him out back, shot him. Yeah, just kind of throw them into a dark corner of the haunted blockbuster. I'll eat them in a bit. Oh right, you right. That's the whole reason I was here. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, hostage dude. Tonight, I don't really care about anything other than shooting almost everything that moves, finding loot, and some nebulous third thing that... Wait, where are you shooting me from? No. Why do you have to say BJ? Because unfortunately, the name of the main character of Wolfenstein franchise is William Blazkowicz, shortened to BJ because the whole Billy Blaze thing is a reference to Commander Keen, and they didn't want to be... Oh.
Bless you, BJ.
Oh, damn it. Oh. Oh, I have it on... Okay, my phone. Okay. That's good. That is... Yeah, I think it's a whole... It's with the same old issue of my internet fucking sucks and there's not a better package or infrastructure system I can use. But yeah, unfortunately, because id Software, when they made this, wanted to reference Commander Keen, another one of their games, they named the protagonist of this game after him. I think it's specifically William... Oh, I'm going to poke around for a little bit more intel because that unlocks upgrades. Specifically, William Billy Blaze, or actually, something with a J, Blaze the Third, which gets shortened to BJ because, of course, which was kind of fine in the 80s or so when they made this, but now not so much. Ooh, gold. But I just love how stupid and interconnected that id Soft... Ooh. So... Alright, I see how I get that one. That id Software insisted on making their games. Oh, like, yeah, no, this character is totally a descendant of our other character. And Doom Guy is a descendant of this guy here. And yeah, it all makes sense. Don't worry about it. And the fact that... I will bring this up until after I beat the remakes, but the fact that in the remakes, they seem to have had a strict no retconning anything, because literally every stupid piece of lore that... Oh, ad break. I need to make that the same. Which I think I will during this break.
The telephone, the electric light, vitamins, radio, and even television. And now some of us laugh at outer space.
You see what low grade you made on your weekly mathematics test? More than half of you failed. Most of those who passed just got by. Nobody had 100%. This is the poorest class I've had in a long, long time. Most of you have no foundation at all. Now the trouble's with your attitude. You don't pay enough attention in class. You don't do enough work outside of it. You don't know what the word study means. You haven't the slightest idea. Don't you realize that mathematics is an important subject? I tell you right now that unless you get over your lazy habits and come up to the standards I've set for this class, many of you will have the pleasure of repeating this course next semester.
Okay, you laugh at the fact that I have a to-do list command that actually does link an output to a to-do list that I can reference. But literally, I've noticed so many times when, like, somebody says, message me after stream or check this out, that I'm like, I totally will. And then I forget. The problem now, of course, is checking said to-do list. Wait, I want to get in over there at those, like, office thingies that people were definitely shooting at me from. Is there like a door around? This thing open? Wait, this thing does open. Oh, there's like that's where all the stuff is. And I'm assuming this is where the last thing's hidden, like in behind there. Birthday cake melted at... Holy shit, that is... I know you're saying that it's warm, but that's concerning. Like, close to state of emergency heat wave sort of thing. Damn. Oh. Okay, so I was... 3 out of all of them's pretty good. And it's probably like tucked away on the floor. Currently unreasonably warm.
I broke into an old garment factory where the SS were getting ready to have elite guards interrogate 3 Golden Dawn agents. No doubt Zeta wants to know what the Golden Dawn is
Swaying
doing
here.
in Eisenstadt.
Is that just
I
in
managed to
shorts
free
and
the
tank?
agents before they were injured.
Hopefully
this will prove I'm
that is super rude. Like, I hate warm weather. That because when it's cold, that you can just stack blankets. And I have photographic proof of how effective this is. There was one time when when one of my friends in college was so cold that we just grabbed every single blanket we could find. Ooh, gold. In the apartment and put it on top of them, including a pride flag I bought specifically to piss off other people on campus who took that sort of thing way too seriously. And they said it was almost there. I think we have a picture of them flipping us the bird for just piling it on. But like when it's warm, there comes a point when the only thing you can do is like you can't remove anything else and go outside without getting arrested for indecent exposure. So like what? Just take off my skin with a potato peeler? And I know that it's better if you're like used to it, that there's like used to it or have, I don't know, like good genes of people who live in hot environments, or just good genes that are nice and breathable. Breathable clothing makes a difference. Used to peeling your skin? Look, sometimes you don't want crust on your bread, and sometimes it's too warm for crust on the bread. So yes, sometimes. And honestly, the little bit of skin on this form, you just kind of like grab by the clavicle region and pull up, and well, honestly, there's not much to see underneath it, but exposed concrete and a little bit of rebar. But you can remove it. Time I fell asleep in a box, got a new PC. Instead of setting a PC, I sat in the box with a Switch and fell asleep. Friend bought a blanket, and I'd rather do that right now. Ah, yeah, that. Sitting in a good box, I can see that being preferable. Right. Where's this? Oh, hospital. Which I remember being a pain. Yeah, no, it is entirely, like, when it gets entirely too warm, it just gets painful. Could have finally got rid of me by shipping me off. Imagine if you woke up, it was dark. It was dark with like a couple pinpricks of light. Still had the blanket. They're still nice enough to do that. And you hear, all right, got the shipment for Abu Dhabi. Perfect, let's go. Literally came feline VTuber because cat tendencies. Yes, Madagascar V2. Just need some penguin commandos and we're set.
Greetings, sir. How can I help you?
The name's Blaskowitz.
I was beginning to think you'd never make it. There are things going on here that defy explanation.
Like that?
Nazis are performing some kind of experiments on the patients in the surgical unit.
Yeah, that. I was going to say that that's par for the course, but but invisible Nazi assassins. Actually, no. I think that might be par for the course for this genre. And yes, sickly, kaboom, and right in the crotch.
It seems the cybernetic implants in mental conditioning are more than the human mind can endure. I believe all the assassins are mentally
Unbalanced. Yeah, this is for the greater good. I don't know if both of you qualified, but I know that on average the world has been made a better place by at least one of you not being in it. Right in the crotch. No, I do love it when there's like, when people are like, oh, you're acting a lot like your VTuber model, and it's just, Thank you. That was intentional. Ooh.
Please help us. There's something in here. It's trying to kill us all.
Ah! Ooh! Ah, that... I do not recommend you go to this place for an enema. Ice cream mean... Hey. If it was... First of all, if you've gone for so long without sugar, a little treat isn't a bad thing. And I hope that it was enjoyable and worth it. Oh, shoot. They know my name. Listen, I know I bark a lot. Trust me, I'm better suited to a feline VTuber. Yeah. Oh, I can break that. Sweet. And, like, just the various traits or like, yeah, no, this always happens, so I theme... Or like, yeah, no, I'm unlucky, so I put that in the theme. Scoop of pralines and cream and scoop of German chocolate cake. Oh, that German chocolate cake sounds so good. I try not to get ice cream that often because I know that if I have it, I will demolish it. Hey, Botanic. How's it going? But that sounds so good. Like, there's been one type of ice cream that I'm like, I don't care the cost. If I ever see it again, I am going to get it immediately. But cake batter ice cream from, like, a place that's local to me and you can't find, like, outside, it's so good, and I haven't been able to find it despite what store's website says. Doing good. Nice. Oh. They're running. So, yes, please give. Saw the redeem in red just readily lowered my fault. Are the redeems louder for everyone tonight? Did me upping my computer volume make everything else louder? Oh, there's a door. Well, not... Yeah, we know you're a lost cause and we love you for that. But my god. Yes, it's such... I remember seeing, like, this tweet of, like... Or, like, this post of someone saying that instead of saying... I'm doing this as a treat or something, I'm saying I'm doing this for morale. Like, I am a ship captain and I have to ration out everything to keep the crew from starting a mutiny against me. And, like, you know, that's a good point. Sometimes you do just need a treat. Like, having something tasty is good for morale. Just, yeah. And if you're not like getting a whole thing of whatever that's like, okay, I'm going to pace myself on this and this is going to be a little treat for a long time, and then next thing you know, it's just, oh shoot, non-ghost assassin Nazis. Like, it's still a really good thing. Yeah. But yeah, sometimes I've had a problem with just, treat myself and make this last because I should not eat it in one sitting. And then next thing I know, I'm on the couch with an empty whatever. Does this explode? Sermon tonight? Very caffeinated. While I was causing tech problems before stream, I drained a 16-ounce Red Bull, so I have energy. Shiny Golf Club. Oh yeah, the one that you posted. It's a well-polished, well-shiny golf club. Amazing. And also, it looks so cool. Wait. Is he in the room with me? I feel like this power should, like, show if he's not there, but I have no idea where... I don't know where he is.
Violence is never the answer. It's the solution.
I don't know where he is, but so far I'm getting a pretty good idea of where he isn't. walls. It's in the goddamn walls. What's the gelato plate? Oh. Oh. Found him. Gelato plate. Ooh, it does cookie flavors. What's gelato with you? That Botanic, that feels like a D's nuts joke, but infinitely more incomprehensible. Oh! Oh, they can just kind of poof. But gelato, I think that's less... Like, it's a frozen dessert, but I'm pretty sure it's less, like, fat and milk content, and more like a type of frozen ice. I'm incomprehensible even. That's true. What the? Get mag dumped, you fool. Like sorbet, but Italian. Okay, now this is a me question. What specifically is sorbet? Is that like sherbet? Gelato. Yeah, I'm assuming that. You know, I'm literally online right now. We can Google this. What the hell is sorbet? No, I don't want an AI answer because it's frozen dessert made by using ice combined with fruit juice, fruit puree, or other ingredients such as wine, liqueur, or honey. Generally do not contain dairy products. Nice. Sorbet. Question answered. How do I not know this? I worked in an ice cream shop. The power of a casual Google. The ice cream shop employees quake at my might. Also, just noticing that every time I do a Google search now, like, the first answer is some AI thing that's like, I don't care about that. Also, why are you showing me AI when you should be showing me that sort of information on the first search result? Like, for the longest time, I've been saying, I probably should switch off of Google to another one for, like, privacy reasons. Honestly, I think I'm going to swap my primary, like, search engine to something else because of that tonight. Yeah, Google Gemini, because the most I've heard about it is, like, it's wrong. It's just flat out wrong and giving you bad information half the time. And, like, most of the time, I just habitually look... Like, I look at multiple results anyway, so... Yeah. Yes, ban AI. Like, you should have to... There should at the very least... hello there. But you should at the very least have to opt into it. And the fact that they don't is kind of gross. Also, Bing? I was going to go with DuckDuckGo. I've heard good things about that in terms of, like, privacy and it being, like, kind of what Google used to be, in the sense of, here is a search engine that cares primarily about giving a good search result and isn't like a multi-million-dollar company conglomerate with a vested interest of getting you all this other things. And I lie about... Oh! That's news to me. I swear, some of my work training video used voice AI. Oh, gross. Yeah, I remember seeing some stuff that more and more companies use AI. And, like, I can get the use for some of it. Like, I know because I do a lot of coding, and then I had it at work today where I was working with someone. They're like, yeah, I don't really know this, and I don't want to think. I'm just going to put the question of how do I do this very niche SQL query that we don't really have time to figure out on our own. And like is just, it's good for searching up specific individual little facts like what's this process, but everything else, yeah. Oh no, do you remember me talking about local postman probably hating me? Had to carry a lot of heavy stuff, including my heavy PC, and he's tad older side. Yeah, I can see that, but also I have a feeling that in general, like any job that involves a lot of lifting and moving is probably able to handle it with minimal issues. Because of birthday stream, people almost emptied out the throne. Ah, that's going to be fun. All two on the same day. Oh, that's gonna be amazing. Like everything arriving on time and synced. That's just good timing. It's gonna be fun to open. Hopefully, said postman calls it either is called in sick in preparation or has like a hand truck. Let's pop some heads. Unwilling leg day. He's going to get jacked. Yo. True. I mean, that's the other thing, that if it's a situation where you're around or able to, that would definitely help with some of the...
You don't know what it is, you don't know how to use it, so give it to me! Come on! I can make bread with it!
I want to hook that up to more stuff of like dropping a random ass image of something that I can canonically turn into bread. Can't help with heavy stuff because of hard shit. Have to keep Yuki from barking at him and chasing him out. Yeah. Well, I suppose there's worse things in a dog than good guarding instinct, but yeah, that's rough, but he is literally being paid for it. So hopefully that does at least help with it. Yeah, he knows what I signed up for. I didn't hear that, but it sounded like they were unhappy with me. Good lineup. Trying to tell Yuki, gives you treats, he's good, but she doesn't listen. All she knows, that one is not here all the time. Must be danger. Justification for opening every single one of these drawers. I've had to bomb this. Why did I have to bomb the kid? Serum. Oh god, he's hot. Oh god. I know exactly who that one's in reference to. That I know exactly what I said that made me, what I saw that made me say that. God. I will not. I have no shame for that. All I know is that I've heard from other VTubers that's like, yeah, no, I do find my model hot, and that is a perfectly fine and normal thing to think in this sphere. And oh god, that's a grenade. Yeah, the model for static, it's taking a while because of a whole lot of like very reasonable and understandable IRL stuff for the artist. Like I've had to tell him a couple times, like, no, you're going through a lot. You don't have to push yourself. And also, no one pays taxes on a desert island. I mean, it is true. Give me those bones, making 3D model. Oh yeah. These ones could do 3D of this. It would probably be less complex than the... It is a strange twist of fate, because the first one is that in terms of art, because artists hate rendering skeletons, because that's like evidently a very common thing for art school students and the like to have to do, is that this model accidentally became complex. Gross. But I suppose for 3D, bones would be pretty easy. Oh shoot, that's the correct way. I don't want to go that way. I'm stuck this way. Hey, remember the fruit. Thinking of looking past a year, but honestly, I'd rather talk about fruit. What was that one from? Because I don't really remember it. Shadow Man won't let you go back. I don't think it's a Shadow Man. I think there's just like another... Ooh, Tesla gun. Wait, it's actually just called the Tesla gun. If I remember right, this one's fun, but like, you have to buy ammo for it because it's rare. Oh, back in the anniversary stream. Why was I talking about fruit? Mango is mango, that is true. We're keeping the Bible because it's better. That one I remember perfectly. That one was Castlevania. There we go. Get fried. Ooh, Fancy Man must be nice. Friend Nikola Tesla. Getting all the electronic and devices and coils for free. Yeah, must be nice. The funny thing is that I thought Tesla was alive during like the general period that this is set in, but they also do a weird alt history version of someone who acts a lot like Nikola Tesla in the remakes. Like the next game has this character who she's like called Tekla or something. It gets really close, and has a bunch of the same quirks and skills in mathematics that they seem to it's a Lucerne hammer problem. That any game, like any fantasy world that has a Lucerne hammer and calls it by that name, is forgetting the fact that said hammer is named specifically after the place where it's created in Lucerne, Switzerland. So logically, it can't be a Lucerne hammer. It can be a hammer of some named after another town, but it can't be that. But people keep it because that is technically what it is. Oh, thanks for looking, Capin. And came the coils, Tesla coils, coil of Nikola Tesla. Fallout New Vegas, Old World Blues. I love those. I love Old World Blues because it feels like a Fallout 1 or 2 of we're doing something stupid because we can. Like everyone is unhinged and it's funny, and then you remember that they are quite literally, they're probably the most powerful people in the wasteland behind like Mr. House, and that Mr. House only because he's like actually active in the world and doing stuff, and that they're batshit insane and will probably make the wasteland worse if you don't do something about them. Also, for more stupidity involving Tesla coils, I highly recommend the song Tesla Coil by the men who will not be blamed for nothing. On their album, this might be the reason why the men who will not be blamed for nothing cannot be killed by conventional weapons. Yes, that is the actual name of the album. Technically, it's Conventional Weapons because the band names it is part of that title. Okay, so why the heck did House want to fill the vault with concrete in New Vegas? Honestly, if I remember right, the lore behind that was he gutted it for tech and stuff. And didn't want people like moving in or having that vault as a massive stronghold. That's so needlessly evil. Just get in that portal. Probably shouldn't be standing there. You really shouldn't be standing there. Boss fight. Attempts to go to bed and is sulk without a phone. Alright, thanks for coming by, and I hope that you're able to get some sleep, and I hope the sulk isn't too bad. Alright, I think... Oh, right, this is the one... Ah! Wait, how did I throw that at the dude? Wait. Panzer Shrek time. Alright. I wish I had saved more ammo. That would have been a genius idea. Magic. It would have been absolutely genius if not for the fact that that I immediately took more damage. I'd go for that. Now we're just going to kind of enjoy oh, that staggers in the head. Dead to broken. God, what a lot of people don't want you to know is how much internal organs are stored specifically in the ankles. Like that is... Kamini, welcome in. Thanks for the lurk. Hope that you're having a good night. Always nice seeing you around. Some more coil-based shenanigans. My Tesla turrets and Helldivers too. Okay, where did this giant discuss... Oh, there he is! Those turrets have been nothing but... Actually, I think I've killed myself more than I've killed anyone else with them. Definitely... Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Wait a second! I can't kill him yet! I need to drop that thingy. This is a bullfight boss. Ow! That hurt. No, he's not allowed. As you can see, that is one of the many things that I'm not allowed to do. Like air bursts. Any of the barrages without warning them first. Do you know that... Can you believe how mad people get when you... Right, so that's a free one to put the idea that the trick of this is to make him crash. But do you... But people get really angry when you drop like a 380 and a 120 at the same space and they happen to be in it at the same point. Like, just... It's fine, we'll reinforce ya. But... Tankle has not played Helldivers 2 with me and experienced area denial. No, she's played it with me and has experienced my theory of, if you're downrange of me, even if you didn't realize you were there, you knew what you were signing up for. I think hit all this again? Because there has been a lot. There we go. No, but I've experienced Bedroom moving that direction. Look, it's the most efficient way. They cannot hurt us from that direction if we do not have that option. Both mines on the same choke and a Tesla turret. Well, that's easy because it's very localized and you can see that you're not supposed to go that way. The fun with the barrage is you don't know where they're going to be. I don't even know where they're going to be. I don't even know when I'm going to throw them. Probably when it feels right. Also, I whisper, stream is going good. I've completely lost all my hinges. We just defeated that boss by not defeating the boss. And yeah. The 16 ounces of Red Bull helped. I hope you're doing well too. How's the crow? Right? Why go over there where I can make sure whoever is over there does not come over here? But also, why go over there where I can make sure there's no over there to go? So that solved that problem, but I don't think it's better. See, I like running sneakily, so this creates issues for... Wait, really? I didn't know you liked stealth. Personally, I'm of the opinion that the best way to stealth is to make sure there's no one to witness you. Yes, the empower. This one is fun for the sheer reason of its damage increasing and penetrating. That was a bad example, but yes. Need 4 concurrent barrages to make that. So when I did so I have all achievements but one on that game. The one I don't have is like clear an encounter on. Like clear a hard encounter in five minutes or less and fully extract. And like just that one. And the time that I got the one for put 6 barrages on the same spot. Man, just blow it up because we can shoot through shields now. That made me realize that putting the 380 and the 120 millimeter barrage on the same location basically completely wipes it out. So I've been doing that on like every single chance I get, and it just wipes out heavy outposts like nothing. So we'll call it a draw is fun. Although the easiest way to do that is literally just find a Hulk at like a heavy outpost, blow both of its arms off, and then go straight to extraction. Yeah, I love taking out nests and fabricators with the auto cannon and running and kill stuff.
A hospital the Nazis have recently taken over.
That makes sense. Because what I like to do is like
they started using
carpet bomb
to create invisible.
Oh, that is a lot of upgrades.
I also found that stone
particle lens, Mark II jet.
It's a gateway to the Black Sun dimension.
Of
mutate.
Tesla cannon stuff, but we did just get it. Because I like to hit an outpost with like an airstrike, an airburst, or a barrage first, and then go in to clean it up. Because I feel like that deals with a lot of enemies. It deals with a lot of spawners. And it's easier to go in and like get the ones that missed, or just kind of generally... Oh, I thought they had turrets on the car. It's kind of generally clean up afterwards, but then again, I'm also the person who is very high aggression if I can, whenever I can. I don't know, I just kind of feel like at the moment for where Helldivers is as a game, that stealth is really rewarded. I feel like they've kind of overbalanced to the enemy's favor a little bit. Like, it's just kind of a bit more fun. It'd be a bit more fun if it was a bit easier to bull rush through things. Like, if you didn't have to consider I know they want it to be tactical and like a bit more methodical, but I feel like it's a little bit too annoying. I'll go backpack, rover for bugs, shield for bots, weapon, airstrike, and Gatling turret, mortar. Yeah, I usually do airburst for bugs, airstrike for bots. I like to have either the laser or an orbital barrage. And I usually double up on that or grab the shield backpack because it's just useful. And then bots, I either go for the anti-material or lately I've been taking the railgun. Taking the railgun a lot more because even though they nerfed it, it's still... Where am I going? What am I doing? Where am I going? What's happening? Is that Golden Dawn's safe house? So right, it's weird. Instead of walking back, the number of enemies are not full. Yeah, I did see that they returned like single player squad numbers down to what it used to be, not to where it was, but just but less intense, which is, that's a good thing. Because last time I played, there was a little bit of spawn in, die immediately, spawn in, die, spawn. There's a little bit of that loop, which might be just because it was an off day for me, but yeah, it's a very fine balance for that sort of game of being able to make it where it's enough chaos so you have to keep going and to be untenable.
BJ, good to see you. You won't believe how much
oh yeah, the railgun versus bots is great. It's all about armor piercing. Wait, where? Oh.
The feral creatures you saw at the underground base are the Gemein. Sniffers.
Ah,
The Nazi guards
Sniffers
call
is
them.
close to Snorks. Played solo, the increased patrols on that. Yeah. Yeah, I was playing solo and like I just kind of got to a point where I'm like, I've gotten the objective. I don't really care about what else. I don't think I know for what I need and want to get, like what resources I should keep going, but like it's getting a bit untenable. Oh. There you go, dudes. Not an objective or anything, just minor. Yeah. Yeah, like the whole clearing out minor interest points. I know it got... Oh, wow. That one is entirely on you for making me use all of that ammo. And like before, minor interest points were kind of easy to deal with. Like, if you dropped, because that for bugs at least, if it didn't have a charger on it, or even if it did have a charger on it, it was easy enough to like drop an airburst that had enough range that if you got it good and in there, then it would clear out all the enemies and give you enough space to breathe, and you could go in and like flamethrower a charger or something, which has been my favorite way to deal with them. Just get up close and flamethrower them. I kind of use it as a primary weapon because it's good at hordes. Yeah. I'm just hoping to see a bit more like buffs and stuff. I'm kind of half tempted to just step away from the game for a bit because I'm a little wondering if it's just I've played a ton of this and need like a break from it. Like, let it go for a month or two. Check out if there's anything interesting in the war bonds, any fun new updates. Power. Yes, pass through light cover. Need that. Pass through metal, stone, and concrete. Get that at the cannery. Tesla gun. Upgraded battery. Step transformer. There's more damage. Increasing spin up. Arc nodes. Coil upgrade. Damn, this got like everything. For 5,000, I could upgrade it all. Magnetic lensing device. Increase former armor. Maximum range, yes. I just know that the particle cannon, it's good and I like it. More arcs, more batteries. May as well. I will say, as much prefer bots to bugs. On lower level, you can just train. On higher levels, it's too easy to get overrun. I'm taking a break from it as well. But yeah, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, that... I forget. I don't remember... recoil compensator... I don't remember which one that... When fighting the bugs, it's super easy to get completely overrun. Improved rifle. I think I'm gonna get that one for now. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I always said, that it was kind of more fun to go for the bots as like a more typical shooter experience. Because bugs, especially now if on higher difficulties, it feels a lot like playing EDF, but without the sheer amount of bullshit that you're able to direct downrange. Yeah, it is good. I feel to rotate through games to make sure that you're not like getting burnt out on something, because it's a great game. Like my plan for the whole stop a moment and come back to it later is that when I come back to it, I'm probably just going to like pay $20 to get the super credits to buy any okay, props for just running up and meleeing the guy. Partially there, I did not see that grenade there. Like, just partially because it's a good game, I'll be happy to support it, and it'll be easier than trying to stay on top of it all. But like, I've been playing Hades and just going to a completely different type of gameplay. It's been nice. It's been super good to completely mix things up and go in a different direction. Granted, am I good at Hades? No, not really. That is... like I said, I got to the final boss of Elysium, the third area, once. I have no idea how. I have not been able to replicate it very often.
The way you do, but welcome back. We track some parts from the device
And it's going to be a long time until I can get that consistently.
There. That's all, BJ. Oh, I should tell
Thanks for the
you
look.
that recruitment in the
And have a good
circle
one.
is and your
It's been nice
experts are
talking
a
to you.
big part of that. So you have my thanks.
Right. I have not been paying attention to the story, but this is also a Wolfenstein game. It doesn't actually matter. What's the... Wait, do I have multiple objectives? Cannery. This is where we get the next upgrade for Empower, which has just been the whole reason you have a see enemies through cover is simply to empower your empower ability. Is that it? No. And random reminder, but I remember I was playing the Thief remake, which I do really hate it when games have like, oh, what are we going to name the reboot? The same thing as the original. Good. Now we have to tack the year number at the back of it because nobody can keep it straight. Thanks for that. It's just so unnecessary and annoying. Like, no, I don't care if it's going to have a dumb and kind of weird name. If it's good enough for Final Fantasy to just continuously number everything. Holy shit, this gun's like rock solid stable, which a huge perk for this game of knowing that, hey, if we're going to give you some weapon upgrades, we want it to be like day and night after you get it. Like, yeah, I don't care if it makes it overpowered. It makes it fun. Give me stupid fun. Like, it really does kind of annoy me when games are like, yeah, you have to upgrade this 5 or 6 times to get anything noticeable. It's really hard to notice from it. Like, ugh. The only case that I can make for having something that doesn't increase a stat on a weapon for more than like 25% is Risk of Rain. And the whole thing of that is you can and are encouraged to stack the low percentage chance to make it happen like nearly all the time. Like the dumbest build I've ever done, you have one item in like the Survivor of the Void DLC called Lost Seer's Lenses that it makes it so you can't take the item that increases your crit chance by 10%, but instead gives you a 2.5% to instantly kill an enemy. Oh, welcome back. We're just ranting about Risk of Rain and incremental item increases. But anyway, if you take enough of these, like, oh, that was hilarious. He is here. Wow, we really got him well up in there. That's a hell of an extractor fan, or whatever it did. But yeah, like if you get 10 Lost Seer lenses, you have a 25% chance on Drax Troopers.
The explosion usually takes out anyone else close by. Now I know not to stand near anyone carrying a flamethrower.
You had to be told not to stand near someone carrying a flamethrower, which I do love that. Like the most common, it's not even hey, shoot the enemy here in order to deal massive damage. It's, hey, no, you can blow up the fuel tank in this game. We're letting you do that. And Empower makes it so that you can just shoot through them. Wait, I've gotten the Flammenwerfer. Hans, we've gotten it. Oh, yeah, that's really cool. I love environmental things like that. Yeah, no, you can totally just roast most of this encounter if you were curious enough to deal with that. Also, I love that the gauge for this, you can kind of see it behind me, but there's the red one for how much fuel you got, because it is a heavy weapon, and that's usually how it does it. But also above it is a little white thing, which is actually, if you see it, it's the accelerant. Like the way flamethrowers work, you have to pump up and prime one. You have to have some sort of accelerant to catch the fire and also have it pressurized. And then, because the actual thing, like the actual way that a flamethrower works is that it shoots fuel faster than it can burn it. There, and then shield. And there should be a valve somewhere. And I love it when, I don't know, flamethrowers are like the most common. The game did this bad and dirty. Like, this is not how a flamethrower works. Yeah, worth that. We are worth that flamin'. So when a game does it well, in that, like, the two big ways you can tell a game decide, hey, we're actually going to give you a flamethrower that works, is if the flame it shoots is a long stream instead of, like, a stupid puff. In that case, like, the fact that I have a good amount of range on this thing... Ah! I was too close to him. I didn't worf it hard enough. Is that... like, if it has good range, that is accurate. Because the actual flamethrowers shot out streams of compressed napalm and fuel. And also the fact that it sticks, which in that case, Helldiver's flamethrower gets that perfectly right. That it should be sticky. Like, it's kind of, you tag them and they have an absolutely awful day. I didn't even know that there was a Val inhibitor back here. It just works. And like, if they just do it, if they just make a flamethrower like this, it plays and feels so good. But most flamethrowers are like the flamer in Fallout, where it's this low damage, awful little puff in front of you that does not feel good to use. Yeah. Anyway, point is that I want more games that let me properly worf some flamin' to those who deserve it, and I really don't like it when games just make it, yeah, here's something that it's like a regular, it's like a melee attack, but kind of worse because it's a damage over time for something that's right in your face. Has no range, and for whatever reason counts as a heavy weapon, despite not performing well as a heavy weapon. So it's got that going for it, which is awful. Biggest problems are, what? Yes, not enough damage, and range is never far enough. And, like, I can kind of understand why. Because flamethrowers aren't really common weapons. Yeah, real flamethrowers shoot stupid far. That's why I've been wanting to level up the support class in Hell Let Loose. Because at high levels, they lose a little bit. They lose. Oh. Like, they lose some of their like actual support abilities, but they gain a flamethrower, which, given the veracity of everything, it's going to be short range still because of how the game deals with combat. Like, the amount of times I can actually tell what I'm shooting at is almost zero. But it's going to be long range, unexpected, and fun. Fall back. Ah, got him. But yeah, like, real flamethrowers have a whole lot of range. It is not a fun time for anyone who gets minorly tagged by one. And that is why I think more games should have them be like that. Yes. Oh! Wait, could I have... Ah, I could have made him fall. Now.
Thus, what should have developed into a sequence of pleasant and valuable learning experiences had deteriorated into a series of disagreeable and injurious personal tensions. This is all wrong. Need any of these incidents have occurred at all? Suppose Mr. Grimes had tried another approach.
At 100% volume, that is very loud for me. I've always been a fan of support weapons. LMG and flamethrower is always my face, and games never do LMGs right either. They are not meant for shooting people, they are meant for suppressing. Yeah, and I know that it does kind of depend on holy shit, I got 2 with 1 shot there. That was amazing. It kind of depends on era, because era and faction, because I know World War II Germany, their entire strategy was focused around the machine gun. Each squad had a couple people dedicated to it, and the idea was everyone with rifles was supposed to flank around, flush them out into the machine gun's path to fire. But I know that a couple of games, like Battlefield 1, did do an okay job with that, where you got your final score was, you got points and XP for suppressing. If you shot close, you got a trickle, a little bit of XP, 5 or something for every single bullet that came close. It wasn't as much as the threat of being shot's more effective of a deterrent than actually being shot. And I know that from experience in Hell Let Loose, I've only played a support with a machine gun. It's its own class separate from support, since support is actually bringing battlefield supplies and logistics to where they need it, so engineers and commanders can put down spawn points and resource nodes. Like that sort of thing. And like machine gun is its own class, and I'm pretty sure it definitely gets support XP, where the entire game it's more valuable to do things towards the goal. Like you get more XP for standing in enemy territory than you do for actually getting kills. Like the amount of times that I think every single game I've played, I've gotten more XP for merely being on the offensive than I have had for kills, including like a legendary game of recon where I got like 25 kills in like the one where I was told, hey, get off of enemy artillery, it's getting unfair that they can't even spawn in. That I still got more kills or more XP for just simply being nearby and hampering their effectiveness. Oh. If everyone around you is being killed, you're more likely to fight back as you might feel death is the only alternative. Riddling your area with bullets, you're less likely to poke your head and more likely to run away. And for sure, like that is a big thing for machine gunner, because not only is every fourth round of the machine gun a tracer, so you can kind of do target spotting and point out like, hey, there's dudes down here. When in doubt, fire in the same direction as the guy with the machine gun. And you get like a gameplay advantage for suppressing, in that's added to your support score, which, again, bigger determination of XP than getting actual kills. The other thing is suppressing is huge. Like, I bring up recon, because in Hell Let Loose, at least, as a sniper, if I get suppressed a little bit, I'm useless. Like, the amount of scope wobble and like suppression inaccuracy or suppression accuracy penalty you get for that class. Web browser is popping up in front of OBS. I should really put that on like another screen. It's enough that when I like the whole reason of why sniper's so deadly is that they're the only people in every match. There's at most 4 people with a long range scope in a game where you're not going to get, like, you're not getting anywhere as close to where I am in this game. Like, over here to the end of this room is a close range kill, a very close range kill in Hell Let Loose. So being able to randomly fire down range and make them inaccurate, it's essentially, you're essentially playing defense. It's amazing. Really like how in Battlefield 3 LMG is suppressed. Yeah, a larger area than another gun. And you got suppressed. That I think should be like a, for competitive multiplayer, that should be a mechanic. I think it could be a lot more reformed and refined than anything else. But the fact that shooting near someone adds a little bit of that's a jetpack. This is probably not going to be good. But the fact that it adds to the panic and everything of being in a firefight, I have a little bit more divisive opinion on like cooperative or single player, because I know that in Darktide they have a suppression mechanic, and I want to crush them with that tank. And it's a little less of a worth it. It's a little bit less refined because enemies don't suffer the penalty near as much as human players. But it's still, I still think it's a cool feature. I thought it was really well thought out. Yeah, and the whole point of why I think there should be like a good suppression mechanic is simply that it adds teamwork and a lot of interesting cooperative play to shooter, because it's like the whole you like with Helldivers, of where how you can change firing modes, have a lot of customization, like change the RPM on machine guns. Like, that feels like a feature that I'm not sure why more games don't have it, because it adds a whole lot for a very minor change. Background bots and Helldive, yeah, they can be suppressed. Well, the bugs just don't really have the presence of mind to figure out, to understand that, which is a super cool detail. And at least in that one, there's no formal suppression mechanic, but man, can you feel the panic and the fear when there's just lasers flying all over the air. Okay, where do I go? Because that's the switch up. Oh. Up. Just hop up here. There it is. I should have kept the tank raised. The tonk. But yeah, point is, the... Nope. It's like a thing there. Oh, I understand. This is going to hurt. Because there's a dude on a, like, Tesla cannon, or like an energy gun, the same thing of the particle thrower. A mega tank. And I need... Well, I'm not sure if I need to get on it, but I want to get on it. So it's really the same... It's really the same thing. Oh, being able to blast away like that feels amazing. Dang, a heavy outpost in the ball. Yeah, and sheets of lasers come out from nowhere. It just feels amazing. Like, it's such a good experience. I know that was like... Oh. In hindsight, I should have confirmed that everyone was dead before doing that. Ah, well. That's what the rifle's for. Like, it sets the atmosphere, and those the little things that set the scene and atmosphere mean a ton. Like, it might not be a big detail in the scheme of things. Like, it's not a massive gameplay change. It's not a mechanic or anything. Okay, hang on. I'm lurking in a couple people's streams, and every time, and whenever, if there's an issue for like playback, I have a pop-up that moves my web browser in front of my OBS to say like, hey, there was a playback error when watching whatever. Like, nice. However, right now, I kind of need to see that. Ooh, gloves. Yeah. Or that. I don't know, it's like little things. Like, the one thing that I'll always say, that feels amazing, and I love it when games do it, is the clips that are, like, 30 rounds and one in the chamber. Is it meaningless? Yes, absolutely. It adds absolutely nothing, because any gun that has 30 rounds in the chamber, unless it's some weird custom sniper rifle with a magazine that makes no goddamn sense, not going to matter in the slightest. It matters a lot with, like, Desert Eagle or whatever heavy pistol, because games always will give you a heavy pistol that you can get. Because then you'll go from like 8 to 9, and each shot is like, and the math works out to be each shot is a kill. Was there? I could have sworn there was an interact. I know I saw like something. But the fact that they also extended to like an assault rifle with 30 rounds in the magazine and lets you have 31, like that's just, it just feels nice because it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Really, yeah, Arrowhead does an amazing job for attention to detail. Like there are, because also when they have that, it's like I mentally say, all right, make sure, yeah, it's a cannery and they're canning void energy. Make sure that I go through and like I reload this gun at this point to get that bonus round because it matters. Ooh, really like how you have a gun with a laser on it. At close range, the laser doesn't match up with the scope. Ah, fat bastard.
Stop to that now. Like hell you will.
Ew.
You really don't understand, do you?
Oh, this boss. I love the boss fights in this game.
You, of all people, should know you cannot trust what you see.
Because he is merely... Because that's what this dude actually is. He's a mutated, weird void slug in the guise of an actual officer. Which I think I can use these void things. Yeah. Nope. All for me, none for you. Ah. And there's still... Oh! That's all I had. Nice. Yeah, and the other thing that I really appreciate about Helldiver's weapon design is that they don't have, like, the scopes aren't perfectly accurate. Because I know a lot of games for, like, third-person shooter will have it of, oh, you go from this kind of spread crosshair here to a perfect pinpoint dot of accuracy when you aim closer over the shoulder. And here, there's that dot,
I managed
but
to
it
kill
moves.
General Zeta. Somehow his exposure to the Black Sun energy made him more monster than man. Berlin will be sending a replacement. There's no way the new guy could be any worse.
No way he could be
But after
worse.
seeing the advanced weaponry they were developing at the cannery, it's clear my mission isn't done. I need to work with the locals and uncover all the Black Sun experiments the Nazis are doing in Eisenstadt.
Flux art, and yes, improved fuel pump. Oh, and a scope on that. Nice. There's. I think now we're at the point of there are two. Oh, I had the Flammenwerfer and I wasn't werfing any Flammen this entire time. Oh. But yeah, just the fact that they have the floating. Oh wait. There, now you're all on fire. Like, just the fact that they have your accuracy thing be floating around, and it's not like a vague, oh, it's somewhere in this spread. It's you can be certain that it is exactly at this point, but that point moves around rapidly. Is so cool and feels just like that's a feature that should have been in games for a while. And also, the laser sight doesn't really line up. Because most... Like, that one you can look at in a couple ways of the fact that mostly the laser sight's there to warn other players of where you're shooting. But still, it's... So many games are... Like, it doesn't really matter... Like, yeah, some games are won or lost on fans of if they have these big major mechanics or major upgrades between them. But so many more are... It's made or broken on just simply, does it feel good? Does it have these cool little features that might not seemingly matter a ton of gameplay, but improve how it feels so much? And yeah, I just love that. Yeah. So I've proven that an Eldritch Entry has the ability to, if an Eldritch Entry has the ability to work flame, it will do so. It's just something so fun and cleansing about fire, you know? Which I also love that flamethrower is supposed to be a big imposing weapon. However, which is probably why a lot of like weapons like miniguns and flamethrowers, where it has a backpack sort of feed system in first-person games, change it to be something more intimidating. It's like, this is just a pain stick. You point this at people and pain comes out. They really tried with that shield. I also really love how they do heavy weapons in this game. That against rank and file troops, basically a one-shot kill. Like, it's, you have a problem, you point it at a problem, you no longer have a problem. Against the heavier troops, which sadly one complaint about this game, which I do agree with, is that they are not very well utilized. The heavier troops aren't very well utilized. There's only like a handful in the entire... Nope. Good work.
I did it. I'm alive.
Yeah, that's literally what a flamethrower is. Compress some jelly. Wait, he fought a Nazi officer pointing a gun at him and won. That dude's amazing. Yeah, you just get some flaming jelly, compress it, shoot it at something you don't like, and it becomes something you don't like that's on fire. To here. Nice roll. I'm thinking whatever the next one mission is, there is opportunity to hit up the safe house. Oh no, this isn't the mission I thought it was.
BJ, listen. You're doing well. Far better than I expected. So
you get for doubting me.
Maybe the impossible can happen. Maybe we can kick the Nazis out of Eisenstadt. Live free again.
Look, I'm not saying that BJ single-handedly is responsible for winning World War II. But you have to notice in the official timeline, things took a definite dip when he went comatose at the prologue, at the end of the prologue of the next game, and then immediately improved after the moment he got out of like a 14-year-long coma. Right? Here's the thing. Id Software, well, I suppose this one is Raven Software, but these games are actually really... It's one of those things of, I didn't expect that level of heartwarming from... I shot the thing off the back. I didn't expect this game to be anything more than a mindless shooter. I'm like, yeah, sure. It can be a mindless shooter. It knows what it is, and it's that most people like it as an excuse to mindlessly shoot things. But, like, it does stakes and character management super well. Of like, it will let you have the... It's good at getting the reaction it wants you to have out of the characters. Because I remember, like... God, I'm kind of low on car ammo. Now, like, a review for, New Colossus, the first... Or New Order, the first, remake game, is that I have met this villain once, and I hate her guts already. How did you manage to do this? Which is just... Oh. Man, that's where I need to go. I think? No, it wants me to go to downtown. We're getting to new area. Yeah, level of sincerity to it, others seem nervous about. Still busted Wi-Fi, just decided to take a look again. Ah. Yeah, that is, like, the level of sincerity. And I hope that the Wi-Fi gets better. Like, that always frustrates me when mine goes down for any reason. But yeah, that's exactly the level of sincerity. Oh, there's a dude.
Looking to buy something?
It doesn't really matter the premise if you are comfortable, like, yes, fully upgraded particle cannon. I don't even know. Oh, it's tracking. Got bounced. Phone's almost dead. Yeah, by all means, nothing worse than a dead phone. Conserve some of that battery for what you need. And thanks for coming by. Really appreciate it. But yeah, like, it... tactical scope. It... Maybe. I think I'm gonna grab, like, some of the smaller one. Flammenwerfer. Okay, so I could have gotten an improved fuel pump. Increasing the pressure in the fuel reservoir and maximum burst. That hasn't been a problem yet. Expanded tank would be nice. Carburetor. Or pump blending apparatus. Then pump overdrive. For fuel, more powerful jet. Oh, that's a range one. Airfield, Castle, 64 Intel. I'm probably going to grab, like, the Intel that I can off-stream, because I do enjoy this game for what it is. I don't care about the silencers still, or the bayonet. I just don't get enough ammo for this thing. Tesla guns got anything? Oh, no, I, like, fully upgraded it the moment I could. Everything else needs, like, 300. Alright. But, like, it doesn't really matter what the subject matter is. It could be as silly as, you know, the ultimate Nazi shooting fest. But one thing that does matter a lot is, like, sincerity. That they do a really good job, especially in the remakes. Because I've heard it be described as, like, the first handful of Wolfensteins are exploiting and reveling in the fact that you scientifically cannot be too violent to a Nazi. Like, no matter what you do, you can laugh it off and say that they deserve it. The remakes are showing you the idea of, oh yeah, this is why. This is a vision of what they want to do to the world, and it's ugly, disgusting, and absolutely terrible. This is why the rest of the games are justified in treating them the way they do. To note another odd one quickly, the Shadow Warrior reboot's jokey as most boomer shooters are, as you expect, with the game of the pro tag called Low Wang. But yeah, it knows when to be serious and when to shut up. Up to the point the final cutscene has zero. God, that takes a lot of restraint. And I feel like that's something that's kind of lost with new games, that you either have games that are serious to the point where they don't know where or how to have any levity at all, But then you look at a bunch of older stuff, and like the grandest example I can think of this sort of thing is Princess Bride. To this day, I still don't know if it's a comedy that has great serious moments that you have to respect, or if it's a drama, like a serious drama that you should, or that simply has really good moments of comedic relief and knows how to handle them. Because there's a whole thing of it, of why a lot of people have or struggle or can't finish a game like Dark Souls, in that after a while, all the bleakness with no relief just makes it hard to care. But hello. But like Final Fantasy 16, which I've been picking up again, and I texted about this in a group chat, like, why did I stop right now? It just got amazing. Like, yes, it is that kind of bleak Game of Thrones inspired thing, and it has its very serious moments, but it also has like sillier side quests, sillier instances. The fact that there's a whole section of story set to one character coming back, and then also having a really like painful moment of, oh yeah, there was a great loss in the narrative that hit home very much for this one person, and they're not really dealing with it. Oh wait, no, they did kind of do what we wanted, what we thought might help, but they weren't really ready to do with people. And like, it's a really touching moment after a kind of funny sequence of going around assembling the traditional Final Fantasy ship, or like airship quest. And like having those moments to breathe and give the audience some relief, but also let the narrative have its moments impact a lot more. It also takes a whole lot of restraint. Like, I'm not even sure I want to bring this up because I want to play BioShock on stream once, and this is just something that's so key to it. But there's a lot of examples where like the narrative is a lot better served by the fact that you realize, wait, the game didn't do this specific video game trope until this point, which puts it all in a completely different light and makes it a lot more powerful for it.
Agent Blazkowicz.
Is there anything in here? Nope. This is just casually a Golden Dawn hideout on the way to the Kratos Circle. Last scene, your main ally died to save Wang, and the one thing that killed Immortal is going from joking like usual to actual honesty. Next scene is just kneeling next to his body as his sister as the Realm's Reign come back, saying nothing and having that scene speak for itself. Like, there's a point where the best way to add to something is to take away. That puts in context what's going on, and oh shoot, you, and lets you both. It just I remember seeing something that's like, yeah, this is kind of a problem with Marvel movies, that they don't, or no, not with Marvel movies, just like in general, why do older movies seem to hit harder? And it's because they manage that sort of relationship with everything, of that there are moments of like a Ghibli movie, like Castle in the Sky, they don't really say why using like the ancient why the Castle in the Sky is not a good thing and should remain hidden. But they just have these quiet scenes of the characters, like, flying over the landscape, and you notice, wait, that's a lot of impact craters. This entire world is cratered. And they don't say anything, like, they don't call attention to it. But the fact that it's so both normalized and omnipresent that the audience can very easily see something ain't right, and I'm smart enough to connect the dots, hits a lot more because it lets the audience both think about what's happening and, like, helps guide their thought process. For a moment, I'm like, wait, this looks like an asset from Skyrim. Like, nope, that is not the generic Nord mead bottle. But, like, I don't know, it also goes into the ongoing talk of media literacy is dead, which is a whole thing that I don't even really know enough to get into. But there's a lot of... I just feel like you get more emotion if you wait a moment and let people figure things out on their own. Because I know at least when... Like, one thing that my D&D group that we all have, like, a handful of animes that's like, no, this is incredible, you have to watch it. Like, either for me personally it's Trigun, but I do admit that out of everything, Full Metal Alchemist is of similar quality and amazing. And in both cases, like, both of our first watch, like, everyone's first watching of it was with someone who had watched it before, and there's a moment where, like, oh, hang on, I gotta shut up, because watching this through a second time puts this entire thing in such a different context. Hello.
BJ, we could really use your help.
Like, little details, little character moments,
BJ,
or just
Caroline
moments
has
of
been taken
silence. They're
prisoner by
like,
the Nazis.
oh
A few
shoot,
hours
Caroline
ago, she
got
went to rendezvous
captured.
with an agent, but it turned out to be a trap. We just received word she's being held at a castle outside of town. Needless to say, we're preparing a rescue raid, and we're counting on you
Are
to
we
help us.
returning
A short distance from here, there's a
to a
truck waiting
castle?
to take you to the castle. Together, I know we can save Caroline.
Are we going to have enough men for this mission?
I assure you, you have enough men for this mission. Yeah, like, forget what I was saying. But, yeah, just giving people that moment. The castle is under tight guard. Wonderful. But just giving people that little bit, like that little bit of ability to puzzle things out. Oh, right, animes. But yeah, like, there's a bunch of times where on both sides of it, whoever was it was not their first time watching it, there's a moment of, wait, on second look through, this makes a whole lot more sense. Like, the biggest one is, I'm not even going to say because it's a massive spoiler for Full Metal Alchemist, but if I do encourage anyone who watches Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which, first of all, it's just, like, amazing. It holds up. But after you watch the whole thing, watch the very first episode. The cold open of that, with the full context of the series, beyond things like, oh yeah, I know I know Armstrong had a very cool showing at him, but I know the full context of that character. There are just so many things. It's like, oh god, that didn't make sense first time, because that doesn't make sense till, like, the end.
Why would the Nazis
There's a thread I actually saw recently talking about stuff which means nothing to characters but does the audience. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes it's like that. I know Howl's Castle is an example, or one place is odd, but someone's watching and like, oh, it's whales under attack. Yeah, like the whole thing with the landscape shot of this doesn't mean anything to the characters because how yeah, like Howl's Castle was like bombing the whales, Britain, all that. It had massive World War II. Like it was meant to parallel and have some, like it's meant to be an allegory for World War II. Like how most depictions of J.R.R. Tolkien's or Lord of the Rings, or Mordor in Lord of the Rings, yeah, that took a moment. It is specifically designed, and they did a good job with the movies, but like especially visual, it is very much taken from Tolkien's experience in World War I and the various battle. I love that BJ just on the front of the truck hyping people up. But like that's one of those things that, yeah, it's just volcanic wasteland to anyone who knows like World War I history or was there. It's like, oh yeah, no, I can map that to some battles. Like Howl's Moving Castle, it's like it's post-apocalyptic in the sense that like a scene like that, it means nothing to people because the characters, because it's always been like that. But to like the audience, it's like, wait, I can get some more context from this of what that's supposed to mean. Deadly Premonition is actually, oh, that adds up in hindsight. Once you know major things like how York gets called Scarface a few times, though the scar you can see isn't big. Yeah, I don't think I've seen Deadly Premonition, and also I was completely distracted and not paying attention to the game. But I know there's things with like Trigun specifically, that's like at the beginning, it's like, okay, why is Vash doing that? And then a little bit later, or by the end of it, you're like, oh, my boy is traumatized. And that was like, one of my favorite things of rewatching the that series is just on a second walkthrough, you realize how much of the beginning is just Vash going around and very quietly grieving. Anyway, classic Trigun's Peak. I still. Oh, how did he get so much vertical? I highly recommend it. From what God, this gun with high power is insane, and probably something that counts as a war crime. Just a feeling. Oh shoot, they have jetpacks now. That's not fair. I want a jetpack. Well, they pop just as fast, and please tell me one of their guns fell here. Nope. But yeah, no, just that amount of this makes perfect sense in hindsight and is a little bit heartbreaking. There's another thing is that there's a very, at least for like animated or TV series, there's a very specific sort of ecosystem that's needed for that to work. And that, wait, someone else shot that dude in the crotch. Nice. I've been teaching these guys well. And that's planning. Like, Trigun definitely wouldn't work without it. No, Trigun probably wouldn't work without a lot of planning, or at least a very quick on their feet writer. Full Metal Alchemist could not work without the writer knowing what the ending they wanted to go for was going to be at the beginning. And you see this with, if you watch Full Metal Alchemist instead of Brotherhood first, you see this because that ending is missing a ton of shit and is not very good because none of the foreshadowing of the adapted material pans out, like, at all. Yep, that's why I don't use grenades, because they never work. They always bounce back at me. It's a weird jank game, but in a neat way. Oh, perfect, we love those here. One of the early signs that York's perspective isn't totally reliable. It also works with who the Raincoat Killer is. They're actually close by in the scene for every area. Oh, that's really cool. Because I love a mystery where it's like, wait, no. We were super close and had very much... we were very close to something. We just didn't know enough to put all the pieces together. Yeah. What do you think we're working for? Also, I absolutely... There's something about a castle level. I know it's because every game... Well, I know what it is. It's like... It's like the one thing that every game... Whoa! That worked incredibly well! You know how... I know it's a bad example because it's gotten, like, mixed feedback from fans, but like how every Sonic game... No, wait, there's a better one. Every Kirby game... Oh! Shoot, it just spoiled. Or this dude. Magnum! Like, every Kirby game will have Wispy Woods as a boss, will have some rendition of Green Greens in the theme. And it's kind of like, yeah, no, that's a signature of the game. Every game will have this. Every game will have a nod to it, and we try to keep it a little different and fun each time. And that's the castle level for Wolfenstein. Wow, they really just hid that in a place you wouldn't see unless you're looking for. Although I guess part of the point is that they didn't want you to be able to just kind of grab it. Hey, I'm curious, because Oh! Yeah. Wait. What the heck is it? Ah. Yeah, I always love this, because this is just game concept art. Like, this is the gun the jetpack troopers use that appear in this level. And like, that's only found after you fight one. But it's such a cool way of, like, thematically making it all work together. Of, yeah, no, you're collecting top secret German intelligence. Some of it's story notes, some of it's like some like, hey, this is coming up in the areas ahead, or like Wilhelm scream. Oh, that was amazing. Like, here's some foreshadowing, here's some stuff between key players in the plot. But a lot of it, which makes a lot of sense for it to be intel, is just, hey, here's weapon schematics. Here's location maps. Here's a lot of stuff that would be making any army's job a whole lot easier if they knew it. I just love that it's a really cool way to say, like, hey, here's a lot of cool things we did during development. I think the neatest thing in hindsight with the killer is technically they managed to finish a victim right off in front of you in a way that seems like an actual mistake. Damn. Like, that's really cool, because I remember when I was watching Glass Onion, the newest thing, like, Knives Out, or the newest Knives Out movie, which highly recommend them all. Like, go watch Knives Out and Glass Onion. They're amazing modern mysteries. And also you see Daniel Craig doing Foghorn Leghorn accent? I don't know what accent he does in those films. I don't think he knows what accent he's doing, but he certainly is doing an accent. And like it's just amazing and a ton of fun. Actually, I should have left that in place so I could drain it later. But also does like one of those things of, I remember the people I was watching with on the Glass Onion leaned over and said, "Wait, did you see it?" "No, I didn't see it." "What do you see?" "The reveal." "You saw that?" Of every single point and thing. I just love it when a mystery has, because that's like the rewatch bonus of a mystery, of you get to see every little thing that. Ooh, wait. Ow. Can't man the gun. Dang. I probably shouldn't even be here. Like, you see every little thing, and if you're quick and attentive, you can, like, put together the mystery as fast as a detective. Which, it's just such a satisfying way to have, like, a mystery. Because because being able to just piece it together, I kind of like to turn my brain off the first showing. Problem is that, like, a lot of times I'm with people who like to try to piece together, well, what's going on and where's the mystery? Can I solve this before the detective? I kind of like to go completely head empty because I'm like, it'll show me, there'll be reveals, that'll be very cool. But also, like, following along in the second time through. Nice. Also the FK and coffee bit, but York mentioned it when he finds out a lot of stuff going on. Last Onion I know for the twist of, it's just dumb. Yeah. And here's the thing, that twist of, wait, it's just dumb, so dumb it's brilliant. No, it's just dumb. It's great for two reasons. The first is the fact that, oh wait, I can Flammenwerf up here. Is that's a really, that entire series of mystery has like a primary objective to be, we're making fun of rich people because god damn it, it's gotten to a point that somebody, I think they're not happy with us. That somebody really needs to, and that's going to be well received. Like, we know the general audience. And having a murder with, like, somebody who is a direct stand-in for Elon Musk, who at this point, I've decided between what's going on with Twitter and everything else, I'm not going to refer to him as Muskrat anymore, which has been, like, the go-to saying his name without saying it. Wait, what the hell? Lycanfost 40... So this is just a fuck everything downrange. I love this. It's a BFG. Yeah, like they have a direct stand-in, the whole, this is, oh, I love that, it's more concept art. So the main character, he styles himself as a genius, he's dumber than a pile of bricks, and is mostly concerned with not letting anyone know that. Okay, that seems like a problem. Wait. Is there like a control or something? Or is this just... I remember this part kind of has a little bit of a... Well, how the hell was I supposed to figure that out? Energy to it. I don't know. Oh, a gameplay one you'd actually find neat. Hitman 3, when a trick from an old game gets played again, not only can you tell when they'd have touch 47 to do that, but the game has a very... Oh, that is really cool. Of, like, yeah, there was a little bit, or like a little bit of gameplay. Oh, right! This has the same... Oh, God, that thing just tore a dude in half. But this thing has the same, like, property of... Oh. Thank you, allies, for being very clear about who to shoot. Love that. But yeah, this thing has, like, the, whole... upwards sort of momentum thing that all these barrels have. I guess that was, like, supposed to be the clue. But honestly, the only thing I knew that for was we just got a gun. We should probably fire with that gun. But yeah, no, I absolutely love it when games have that sort of... Something just happened in, like, a cutscene or narrative, and we're going to play the thing that normally happens when you take damage. And I'm just reloading a whole lot because this is rare ammo, and I know the longer I go, the less of this I am going to get. Oh, it's a gun with a brief anti-grav blast. Yeah, that was among the... Oh, Blasco's actually kind of bullshit if it has everything. Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole lot. Like, it makes sense because the goal of this game was, and always is, you know what would be fun? Limitless power. There. I can tell when my chair has gone all the way down because my model's recessed. Because, like, the limiting factor in-game is finite ammo. But that only goes as far as you can. That only goes... Sometimes you only need, like, a couple of shots if you have a powerful enough gun against, like, anything. Uh-oh. Right, we're getting off here. And because they're... Aha! There's always random bullshit in the way you're not supposed to go. And, like, this is an id Software property. It would be weirder if it didn't have a BFG. Like, which I also love that every single adaptation that tries to answer the question of what does BFG stand for? A question that literally no one asks because the Oh, right, this is a weird timing puzzle. But, like, nobody asks because everyone says, no, it stands for big fucking gun. We've known that. It's in the design Bible. But it's always like, Bioforce something or ever. Always ends up being called big fucking gun. And it's just a fun piece of bullshit to have. How do you know that? How do you know I was right behind you? I think I was being exceptionally stealthy through all of that. Probably. Wake 2 has a specific game over seeing if you died during Alan's chapter in the Dark Place. One cutscene plays it too. So yeah, the Dark Place runs on loop as dying as Alan is technically canon. Yeah. You know a game is a proper mind screw where the ending, or not even the ending, but the gameplay of it leads to the question of, hey, is this other game that the studio made real, or is it all just kind of like a fiction thing that got created by this other game. Because that, I absolutely love the question of... Nope. And ads again. So, we are going to be back after a hot second. Downside of making my volume absolutely as loud as it can be. It is... Wait, no, shoot. It is kind of deafening on whenever I have that music live. And I remember one thing about this section. Go all out because there's an absolutely fucking massive cache of ammunition for like all the specials. Yeah. Okay, Flammenorfer cannot melt void inhibitors. That if I am not able to take like all of it, I'm going to be a little bit upset at that fact. It just feels wrong. I love hitting them mid-dive. It just feels wrong if you're not able to. Also, but think plans we're going to kind of like finish up this section to the point where we get to the massive fuck off ammo cache I know exists. Yeah, this is, if you're trying to be conservative about your ammo for this one, it's so rough. Oh. Actually, there, perfect. A little bit of a checkpoint. So let me just turn off the system real quick. And just in case, I am not going to turn off or unplug everything just yet. Yeah, there we go. And we'll look for someone to raid. Thank y'all. Hang on, I realized I had a thought. I forgot the thought. If anyone knows what the thought is, do let me know, because I don't. Well, yeah, thanks all for coming. I had a lot of fun. I actually have not been. I've been kind of in a bad headspace for the past couple weeks, so everyone.
You don't know what it is. You don't know how to use it. So give it to me. Come on! I can make bread with it. Bread.
But it's been a lot of fun and has helped a lot. So let's see. Who do we have to raid? I am not seeing anyone. Let's see. We either have Destiny 2, or which fits the vibe of first-person shooter, or someone's playing River City Girls 2, which fits the vibe of random violence. Fortunately, I have 6-sided dice, so 1, 2, 3. Shame Wi-Fi never fit. That's too bad. I hope it hope that it comes back. Right. I think we're going to raid Velk, partially because A, he has a new model that's great. B, recently he used to be primarily Escape from Tarkov of a streamer, but then the fucking happened, and that game shot itself in the foot so bad that everyone refused to play it out of protest. And just kind of want to give him a bit of love for help trying to find new niche content. And also, there was a third reason that I forgot, but that doesn't matter, so we're raiding. See ya!